Hey guys, welcome back to another Pen Talk. I'm Kevin Taylor, and this is my co-host Cherry. I am a personal trainer in the Hoover area and a member of BNI Peak Referrals.
Hi, I'm Sherry Howell, and I'm with Providence Chiropractic, and I'm in Gateway BNI in Huntsville.
Excellent. And here we have Jana and Milner. These are our two Pen Talk panelists today. If you will, go ahead and introduce yourselves. Jana?
Hey, good afternoon. I'm Jana McGee. I'm with Full House Services. I am a commercial insurance agent. I'm part of Momentum BNI, and I actually service Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, Colorado, and Mississippi.
Right. Milner?
Hey guys, Milner Hanahan with Fountain Parker Harbarger. I'm also in insurance. It sounds like we're a law firm, but we're not. We one of the largest commercial insurance agencies in North Alabama. But we actually service all 50 states. Most of our clients are in the North Alabama area, and I'm in the Strictly Business chapter in Huntsville.
Great. Well, we're glad that you're here. I want to let all of our viewers know that these two were nominated to be one of our Pen Talk speakers, so that these are great people to know and great people to reach out if you have questions, okay? So, Cherry, if you want to get us started.
All right, Miss Jana, go ahead and introduce your business to our viewers and tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, so Full House Services, it came about as actually a little bit of commercial insurance, a little bit of personal insurance, and then it's kind of just evolved into mostly commercial. So Full House has this big a vision. So, and it's very similar to that of BNI. So we are connectors. So that has actually helped me in more than one way, but we are absolutely connectors. We work with real estate agents. I work with commercial real estate agents. Part of them are part of BNI, some of them are not, but we're able to, if I don't have the resource, I know someone who does. So that's kind of what our philosophy is.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right, so Milner, you're up next. Introduce your insurance law firm to us, okay?
Well, we've been in business for actually since 1921, so we've been around a long time. We specialize in commercial insurance, really focus. We're generalists, so we can write any kind of business insurance. We work with HVAC companies, contractors, a lot of workers' compensation, any kind of business that we can help on the business inside. We've been in Huntsville for a long time. We have a good reputation for doing the right thing for the clients. So our number one goal is to make sure that those clients are insured correctly. And so we take the time to get to know the client's needs, get to know what they're looking for, and also make sure that they're properly covered for all the risks that they have.
Good deal. Thank you.
Excellent. All right, Miss Jana, tell us a little bit of a story of how Full House became about.
I kind of shared that to begin with about being the connectors. But interesting story. So the founder of Full House Services was actually a district manager with Farmers Insurance, and went from there into being an agent. So now it's a husband-wife duo. So now she is in real estate. He is in real estate and in insurance. So we're just a big menagerie of things. So we really are Full House Services. So, a one-stop shop is kind of what we're, the look that we're going for. So it's been very exciting to ride this bus. We started from scratch with absolutely nothing. So I wrote the very first policy in commercial business as far as Full House Services goes, and so far have written the very last one. So I'm really excited right now too. I've actually grown big enough to be able to hire some people. So my business is expanding, which is super exciting for us. And the other piece of it is not only are we expanding, but we're expanding in the services that that we do offer. So kind of what sets us apart and makes us different is I write the insurance that nobody else wants to. So basically the difficult stuff, and that I target the middle size businesses, not really small. I kind of lean away from contractors and that kind of stuff. I'm more focused on, I do a lot of real estate. So I have a lot of investors that I work with, some from countries all over, plus across the United States. So I have several that I work with like that, and they're larger. But I also do things like work with logistics companies and some of, just not businesses that you see around every single day. So I'm a little bit different in what I look for. Also, as far as being different too, I have a huge bonding clientele. So I bond like crazy. So, if there is a bond, I know how to write it. So that's been pretty big for us too.
I bet.
Thanks, Jana.
Thank you.
All right. Milner, so tell us what kind of prospects are you looking for?
By the way, Jana, that's pretty impressive starting from scratch. I can't imagine how hard that is. So good job getting that going. I know that's not easy, but really my best prospects would be contractors, HVAC companies. I work really well with restaurants. I have a restaurant background. So I'm able to go in there and know what these business owners need and are looking for. And again, these business owners have so much on their plate. They have so many hats that they're wearing and things that they're juggling, that we like to come in and just help them, take that burden off and make sure that they, are covered correctly, but also with the best premium possible. So there's really nothing that we don't really specialize in. Any kind of business coverage. And one thing about Fountain Parker is that we're large enough that once we get them in our book of business, that they have a specific account manager for them. So that any needs that they have, any certificates of insurance, we also have a claim specialist. When they have a claim, they're kind of the liaison between the client and the company. So they make sure and follow through on the claims to make sure that they're taken care of. So really, it's about getting them the right coverages and then servicing them when they have those needs as well.
Awesome.
Thank you, Milner. Miss Jana, what's the oddest thing that you have done, and why were you the person to handle it?
Well, I think I was talking to Kevin before, and I think I've changed my mind. I think the oddest thing I've ever done is I had a guy ask me to insure a treehouse. So, and that's actually, I'm actively doing it.
Was it his treehouse or was it his kid's treehouse?
No, it's his treehouse. It is like one of those VRBO kind of situations. So he's building this treehouse that people can stay in. It's right on the river. So he's super excited. I had no idea where to start. So I had several carriers that I've been talking with, and they're like, no one has ever asked me to do this. And I'm like, well, we're doing it now. Mm-hmm. So I am working on that currently.
It sounds like you like taking on these, something that gives you a drive to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is pretty cool. All right. So Milner, there's lots of online competition for every single industry. How do you manage it?
Well, Jana, let me know if you find a market for that treehouse. I'll be interested to know if you can place that somewhere. Online competition is big now. When I pull up in my driveway, there's always a couple packages at my doorstep. People are more accustomed to shopping online. And so that's something you have to be aware of. One thing that we and any agency or agent has to do is provide value. See a way that they can provide value for that client or that business, and not just sell on price. Because when they're always selling on price, that's all that they know of. That's all that they see is the price. And they're more important. Insurance is more than that. It's about the coverages and being insured correctly. So, we're kind of brainwashed into thinking that the cheapest is always the best in insurance. Save 15%, name your price, all of those gimmicks to get you to go to them. And, so when you can provide value and show them that, why you're covered for this, and also have another option for them if their rates get out of line. And so that's what's great about being independent is when the rates do get higher, you can say, look, we have another option for you with this carrier. And that provides value to the client more than just calling a 1-800 number, having an issue and not being able to get in touch with the company. Also not having to call, having access to you as the agent. So being able to call your cell phone, whatever they need, and being accessible to that client or business.
Yeah, I completely agree. Working with someone like Jana or you, there's a lot of value in that, and using an online option. There's, commercial insurance probably isn't something you should guess on, and when something could go really bad. So you really want someone to help you. So excellent points. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Great information, y'all. Jana, I love that you love a challenge, it sounds like. You mentioned you were on Tier 3 referrals. What is that, and what does that mean for your business?
Well, when I started BNI, I was not a believer. Sorry, guys. Not a believer at all. My partner talked me into trying it out. And I was like, this is really expensive, I think, to be doing this. Well, I don't really understand how it's going to be beneficial to me. But went, to a couple of meetings, loved the way things rolled out. Immediately felt comfortable, and it's the group that I'm in now, immediately felt comfortable and welcomed. And after 2 or 3 meetings, you could just almost feel the trust in the other members, which I have difficulty with that. So I was really shocked that everyone was so warm and welcoming. So my goal was to become 100% referral-based business. And I have reached that goal within the last year. So we make no cold calls. We make no cold calls. Everything is 100% referral based, which that kind of just sells itself. So I work with a lot of other agents that, like Allstate agents and some Alpha agents and State Farm agents that basically there's tons of risk that they can't write. But I can. So that's where I get, other than BNI, that's where my leads come from. So my Tier 3 from BNI, which I have shared so many times in so many different places, one of the ladies in our group, she's actually our payroll. Well, she gave me a referral of one of her customers, and that customer gave me a referral from one of his friends, and that person gave me a referral for one of their friends, and I was able to close all of that business. So I was really excited, and I mean, that to me, that's BNI live. I mean, that's it. That's the way it's supposed to be. And being referral based, I mean, that I can't tell you how what a big deal that is to me. Like I said, it's I am a believer now, so BNI does work.
I totally agree.
All right, so Milner, on a similar topic, when we were going over the interview yesterday, you told me you want to talk about your BNI experience as well. I'm not prodding you to. You wanted to talk about it, so apparently there's something to it. So tell us what you want to say.
Absolutely. Well, I started in insurance about 4 years ago, and when I started, I really had no idea how I was going to grow my business, how I was going to grow my book, and how I was going to get referrals. And I was lucky enough to be invited to a BNI meeting. When we went in there were 6 people sitting around a table, and it was a startup group. So we were trying to get going, and it took about 2 or 3 months. Literally, for the first 2 months, there were the same 6 people sitting around the table, and we finally started clicking, and we grew the group to over 50 people.
Wow.
So I think we started with the most people ever for a startup, and it really taught me how to network, how to put myself out there to get business. And like Jana, I still do cold calls, but referrals are much better. Referrals are much easier to close. And so BNI has been very, very influential in me being successful in insurance. I got a referral a couple of weeks ago from somebody I met in BNI when I first started. So this isn't just a organization where you get in and you get one referral and that's it. I mean, you build relationships and it keeps on giving. So I've had a great, and also, I was the president of our chapter, so that helped me a lot as well. So, it's BNI has definitely been helpful for my business and me personally.
Yeah, just like you, I think I closed some business from someone that I met 7 years ago in business in BNI. So I agree
amazing.
with you.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So, all right, guys, thank you so much for being here. Jana, Milner, thank you so much. If you're watching this, if you need commercial insurance, reach out to these two. They're awesome. They know what they're talking about. Milner has a law firm full of people to help you. Jana will do the most unique thing, to help you out. So if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe when we post this. If you have any questions, comment, and we'll get you in touch with them. So guys, thank you so much for being here. Y'all have a wonderful day.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
Thank you.